It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ha-ha.
Caught you. How you doing?
Fantastic. I already got all my laundry done.
Wow.
I woke up early and I was like, why not? How are you?
I'm not awake. I'm trying though. Oh, but look what I got.
Ah, I love it. That's from Jelly Bean?
Jelly Bean made it.
Yay, Jelly Bean.
Isn't it cute?
I love it. It's awesome.
So, and I'm wearing my fishnets that my friend.
I refuse.
Oof.
Got up and did my laundry, and now I'm ready for nap.
Nap time. There was I know you were up late last night because I was up late last night, and you came and told us to go to bed. But I had a hard time sleeping last night.
Yeah.
Most of it was kids, but some of it was just, I don't know, just one of those nights, I guess.
I did too. I was up really late, like decluttering my room because I had a lot of junk.
Yeah.
It felt good to do it though.
I have to go through some stuff, some crazy chaos boxes, and that I have to get over that thing that my mother instilled in me as a child is we might need that later.
Right. Yeah.
And if I haven't used it for a long time, I don't need it.
I have all these storage drawers, but where they're kind of squished in a corner that's hard to reach.
Yeah.
So instead of putting things where they go, I just kind of, just set them here for a little bit.
You set it there.
Yeah.
Just for a minute.
And it just kept getting, and it was just time to fix it. So
Morning, hubby.
Ended up getting rid of a lot of things too. Good morning, hubby. Like, oh, I don't need this.
Yeah. And I've never lived somewhere this long.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know I could accrue so much stuff. I used to move like every year or two.
Right, and you clean out as you go.
Yeah, and I would be like, I'm not taking all this stuff with me.
Right.
I'm very much a minimalist when it comes to moving. I'm like, this is what I need. Everything else can be burned for all I care.
Last time I moved, I had 4 big totes and my suitcase and a little bit of furniture, not much.
Yeah.
That was it.
Because I hate moving. I hate
Yes,
moving
me
stuff.
too. Me too.
But I haven't.
I learned
had
that from my
purge.
brother though, because he moved around way more than I did, and he's like, "Just keep it simple." I'm like, "Got it." Of course, you just accumulate more. But
when I didn't have kids, when I move, I pretty much start over every time. I basically had a duffel bag, and if I wanted furniture, I get something from the thrift store.
exactly.
For next to nothing. So why would I move around that clunky stuff that I bought the last time? So
that was what my mother did when she would move. Instead of like paying for storage or paying, somebody to move it all or whatever, just get new stuff.
Good morning, Chrissy.
Good morning, Chrissy.
And it's not like I go out and buy, brand new anything.
You can find good stuff at the thrift store.
You just have to look.
I had this one really ugly couch. I think I actually got it on Craigslist. It was ugly, but it was so comfortable. All my friends loved it. People would fall asleep on the couch. I fell asleep on the couch a lot. It wasn't pretty, but it was comfortable.
We had one that was the first one I ever had seen like this. One of my roommates brought it into the house. It was a love seat that was actually a bed. I think
I know what you're talking about because we had one of those when I was a kid, like those little kid chairs that kind of fold out. Yeah.
Only it was a adult size one.
Right. We had one of those when I was a kid, and I've always loved it, and I've always wanted another one. But it was like, big adult size love seat, but it like folded out so that it laid flat on the floor as a mattress. Yeah.
That was really nice.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Then I had this one
Most
chair.
people don't understand that.
There's this one chair I had. It was this metal square.
Hi, Corey.
And then they had these pillows that you kind of shoved into it, and it made like this overstuffed chair.
Mm-hmm.
It was very simplistic, but it looked very constructed once it was done.
Nice.
It was neat. That thing was comfortable. Talk about falling asleep. That thing was so comfortable. It was like a big old bear hug from a teddy bear.
Almost sounds
Carrie.
similar a little bit to
Corey.
a Papazon chair. What'd you call him?
Carrie.
Oh!
I'm not awake yet. I haven't finished my coffee. I'm really sorry.
Carrie's a guy's name, too.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, what? What was that?
Carrie Elwes.
Who?
Carrie Elwes.
Who's that?
The Princess Bride.
Oh. I know the Princess Bride.
It's a manga. Yeah. Among other things, but, Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. As you wish.
Robin Hood and Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Tights.
Because we're men. Manly men.
Men in tights. Tights.
Actually, I came across the YouTube video this morning, and I was going to send it to you. I should have sent it to you. I'll have to go back and send it to you. I don't know if you know who Jamie French is, but she does makeup, and she's been doing a series for a while now where she does her makeup and she talks about movies from like late 90s, early 2000s, and like how cringy they are. And she did Josie and the Pussycats today, and she's like, you guys, I get it. It was a satire. I get it. I still love the movie, but it just didn't hit the mark.
Oh, I love that movie.
I know.
I tease for that. And I do not like. Oh, her name just fell on my head.
We'll see you tonight. Rachel Lee Cook, Tara Reid, Rosario Dawson, Parker Posey, Missy Pyle. Okay.
I knew we'd get there. I'm not a big Parker Posey fan.
Yeah.
But two things she did really, really well is play opposite of Lex Luthor. I miss
Superman Returns.
What's the name of the character? It just fell out of my head. I am not awake.
Miss Steinbacher.
Miss Steinbacher. Best Miss Steinbacher I've ever seen. She nailed it. Tessmacher. Sorry, I need more coffee. I'm not doing well this morning.
My coffee was like 2 hours ago. I probably should have made more. Anyway.
I am by Corey. Hey, Myrtle. She hit that nail on the head. And in Josie, she was good. Hated her in Blade. Hated. It was Fiona. It was Fiona as a vampire, and I really hated it.
Yeah.
Especially and of course the Pomeranians that just pissed me off. So
Justin Chatwin. Okay. Ooh, that was bothering me.
Ooh, for what? L&M?
No, that was oh shoot, Gabriel Mann. No,
okay.
Justin Chatwin had like the tiniest part in the beginning. He was the guy in the de jour crowd. Said something to the camera. He was so young. People don't even realize he's in that movie. Yeah. People don't even realize he was in that movie because it was such a small part and he was so young.
It was cute though. He did it
I was
well.
like, man, I'll like just keep wanting to call him Steve because shameless.
De jour. All my gears from their line de jour.
Jerkin.
It's like Chicken Run meets Buffy.
I should have sent it to you just so you could see it.
I love that movie. Today I was looking at some TikToks and the Gen X counsel guy, I can't think of his name now. He's forever going to be the Gen X counsel guy to me. It was going over some stuff, and one of the things he had the clip from Encino Man where they're going through the store, wheezing the juice.
Who hasn't wheezed the juice? I think I saw that.
Yeah, I love that movie. That's one of my bedtime movies. Like if I can't calm down, that click. That movie is one of my go-to. Brain candy is.
No, you don't wheeze the juice. Stop wheezing the juice.
Stop wheezing the juice. I'll be back.
Nobody's chill.
Nobody's chill. Out on the outside, icicle in the middle. 2 minutes. Oh my gosh, I love that. That movie is really good. Oh, Brandon Fraser. I love Brandon Fraser. His movies are good. He hasn't done anything for a while, and he looks so different. He's gained weight.
He was going through a lot of personal stuff.
Yeah, and he looks so different. I'm wondering if he'll get back into it. He's such a good actor.
He had a lot of injuries from doing so stunts early on, too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Injuries are bad.
Toki.
Toki.
Toki. No, Toki. George of the Jungle.
I don't think I actually watched that one.
You should.
Oh, I know I should. Actually, one of my favorites is Inkheart, which a lot of people haven't seen.
I have not seen that one.
It is
really
good.
I just watched Ember this morning.
Oh, I love that movie. I
haven't seen it.
I've watched it so many times.
We're watching
so
that.
Good. That was so well written. Oh my god.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. That's how long.
When I first started watching, I thought it was going to be campy.
Yeah.
When I first, the first 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, and then it really wasn't. It was really well written. Oh, there's another movie that's Amber, and when I saw Ember, I thought it was Amber, which is a very similar storyline. Actually, it just is on a different planet.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
I can't find it. It might be an anime because I can't seem to find it anywhere, which That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
It might have offended somebody and got purged.
Stupid people.
Mm-hmm. But you never know. You never know. Never, never. Never, ever.
Gonna
Why am
give
I
you
tired? I don't understand why I'm so tired. I mean, I did sleep, but I didn't sleep a lot.
Yeah.
It was up and down sleep.
That's why it wasn't restful.
My brain
sleep.
keeps crawling off in other directions. I'm like, no, get back here. Get back here.
That's what was happening to me last night. That's why I was up so late.
Get back here. What are you doing? Oh. Where is everyone this morning? That's a good question. I don't know.
They're all sleeping. Well,
Sherry,
Jimmy's not. He said
Sherry
he's on his way.
might be doing stuff for the trucker today. I know her weekend got weird. Kind of got away from her. So that might be where she is. Doll's working.
Or sleeping. Yeah.
Or sleeping. Eliza's at church. She doesn't do Sundays, usually.
And hubby just woke up like 30 minutes ago, so. I mean, not hubby. Jimmy.
I was just going to say, hubby's been up for a while.
I was on the phone and away from the keyboard. It said the headset back in and said something happened. That was all
Something hubby. She said, hubby just woke up. I said, no, he didn't. She said, Jimmy.
Yeah, I think hubby was awake before I was.
Oh, I got news. Dairy Queen has individual ice cream cakes now. So you don't have to get a whole big one. You can get an individual cup one.
That's too much sugar.
I don't think I could eat that, actually.
Sounds good. I like ice cream.
Got a lot of stuff in it.
What are you up to do today, Chrissy? Oh, boy.
Ooh.
I got the lovely bunch of coconuts. It was so nice yesterday.
The woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window. Have you watched that yet?
No.
Oh, you should watch that. I actually did not see it coming. So
that's impressive.
Yeah. I was wrong the whole show.
It was so nice when I walked outside yesterday morning, and then I walk out this morning and there's like fog. I'm like, why? Looks like it's cleared up though.
I just found an article. It says 5 high protein lunches to manage blood sugar without giving up carbs. Jelly bean.
You should share that.
Okay.
Jelly bean. We love Vixie's shirt.
Yes, I'm wearing the jelly bean shirt today.
I'm wearing the polite shirt. I was thinking polite when I wear this shirt.
Ta-da! Yeah, I got it yesterday, but I wanted to wear it today for Bitches with Switches. It says naughty things on the back, but it's all sanitized. Like Whore has a mushroom in the O.
Nice.
And stuff like that.
That's cool. Well, now I need to see the back.
Well, I'm not getting up.
I know, but eventually I gotta see the back.
I'll take a picture.
I wasn't expecting you to do that.
I'm not standing up. I have to push things out of the way. It'd be all kinds of things.
All kinds of crazy.
Actually, I should send you guys the mock-ups that she sent me.
Yeah.
That'll be easier. That'll be easier.
A little bit.
Whew. Circles under my eyes are deep and dark. Doo-doo. Hodor.
What are you guys doing today?
There's a new city builder game. Ten best Aldi finds.
Knoppers?
Oh man, I haven't had those in a long time. I hate it when sites want my information. It's like, dude, I don't even go to this site. It was just Shattery board.
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie, yeah.
I don't want a shattery board. I'd make a mess.
Fish market shrimp.
I hope there's a good reason for you being outside in the freezing rain. No fish.
Mama Cozy's Pizza Kitchen 12-inch Supreme Cauliflower Crust Deli Pizza.
I've only found one cauliflower crust pizza that I like, but I've only tried like 2 or 3 others. So
This is all.
I haven't
These
tried
might
them
be
all.
worth it.
Maybe.
Park Street Deli Garlic Dill Pickle or Caramelized Onion Hummus.
I
Oh,
like hummus.
Trader Joe's. Chilean sea bass.
Hide from the kids.
Utopian Market jalapeno lime or mozzarella tomato basil popcorn.
My daughter will be 15 in a week.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, I'm very sure about that.
Pure Aqua sparkling coffee flavored water.
No.
I don't think I
No.
can seltzer coffee.
No.
I can seltzer just about anything, but not coffee. Some stuff you just have to say no.
I don't do seltzer, but that
I
sounds
love
disgusting.
seltzer, but don't seltzer my coffee.
Seltzer upsets my tummy.
Really? It settles mine. Maybe because I'm giving it something to do.
Oh, you have extra. Where does the time go? How is mine almost 15?
I have one who's going to be 19 next month.
Yeah.
It's weird.
How does that happen?
It's just weird. It's like, wait a minute. All right. And then there's all this stuff I have to start planning, and I don't want to do that.
This is October. Oh my goodness. Planning?
Yeah, future planning stuff.
Yeah. Gotta do it though.
I know. The whole mortality thing sucks.
Mm-hmm. Just refuse.
I refuse! You hate PMs?
PMS.
Oh, PMS. I told you I'm not awake.
Where's your coffee?
I think I drink it all.
Hubby, we need coffee stat.
Need an IV.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yep, me too.
So when I was in middle school, my best friend and I went over to, I think they were dating at the time, this guy she was dating's house, and his friend was there. His name was Paul. And for some reason, he wanted to draw on my arm. I don't know. So he starts drawing and not really paying attention. He's like, starts putting a P, and I wasn't looking at what he was doing. I looked back over and it says PMS. I'm like, why would you write that on my arm? He's like, those are my initials. Paul Michael Schroeder. I will not forget that. I only met him like the one time.
I was just gonna say,
you don't forget that.
And I'll never ever forget that. I was just reading an article the other day, and did you know that doctors have basically compared cramps and
With a heart attack.
PMS with a heart attack? It's like, damn. I've never had a heart attack, so I guess I could survive one of them.
Oh my goodness.
Like when I went to labor, the first time I had a kid and I went to labor, I'm like, that's all this is? And I was off the charts on the little Graham
Machines,
machine thingy. They're like, that was a big one. I'm like, really? Huh.
Okay, cool.
And one of the nurses was like, you have polycystic ovaries. And I'm like, yeah. She goes, you're fine. You're going to be fine.
Yeah.
She even was like, you have polycystic ovaries. Yep.
Well, I'm down to ovary, but you know.
Yeah. Told them they could take mine, but they wouldn't. That's the one thing I don't get. If you have polycystic ovaries and they're gonna fix you anyway, why they don't just take it if I'm making all this extra stuff that my body doesn't need?
Right.
It just makes no sense whatsoever.
Just take it. I don't need it.
Yeah, just take them all. Take it all. I'll wear a patch. Somebody said, well, it's estrogen. And I'm like, I'll wear a patch.
There's ways around that, yeah.
My mom's been wearing estrogen patches since she was 24. You know, she's fine. And she's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it might be preferable synthetic, but it's also preferable not to have cysts.
Yeah, because they can turn cancerous.
Mm-hmm. Or get really big.
And burst. I had a couple bursts last month and it sucked.
Yeah.
Usually I have at least one go off, but I had more than one this past month. And I was like, hubby's like, is there anything I can do? I'm like, no. He really wants to fix it.
For the longest time, I didn't know that's what was happening. I just would like get these random super, super sharp, awful pains. I'm like, okay, well that's
like,
over. So
yeah, it feels kind of like a firecracker going off.
Yeah,
inside. I
had no idea that's what it was. I just knew I kept getting these weird pains. Like, ow! Okay, it's done. Moving on.
Yeah, it's pretty much that fast.
Yeah.
Kind of just after a while, after years and years of it, it's like, well, now that's over.
Yeah.
The things we come up with on this channel. Yay!
Planet Flipside's like a box of chocolates.
It really is. You have to be careful. One might be poo.
Well, I don't think we had to go there.
Well, I just saw something that said that and it made me think of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. So, I did not know that Splatoon actually is a manga.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that either.
So, I heard that some of it's kind of racy. Little purple, as it were. Little more than blue.
That's okay.
And something about the first chapter, something I guess really redonkulous in the first chapter. Like people get embarrassed if they get caught reading it. So now I'm curious.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Like you read manga and something actually. Now I wanna.
I need to know what it is. Yeah.
Unfortunately, manga is very expensive, so we don't tend to buy it unless it's something we really, really like. Ooh, I wonder if they have it in the library system down here. They might.
Worth
Let's
checking
check that
into.
out. Especially manga. It's expensive.
Maybe I should go to the library.
There you go. Something to do.
Yeah. Something I haven't done in a while. And the last few times I went was for Tiny Mail, not for me.
Mm-hmm. I usually tend to leave with at least one thing of music. Like, oh, I haven't heard this. I'm going to take this. And 2 or 3 books usually.
I think I stopped going because I kept forgetting to return them, and it just became like, okay, I'm not going to remember to bring it back, so I'm just.
I was reading the series. Now I can't remember what it was called, but then they couldn't get the next one in the series for me from anyone, and I stopped reading that series. But I think I would really like to remember what that is.
Aww.
Oh, I understand that. That sucks. But I understand it.
Whew. Never had Eggs Benedict, I don't think.
Say that again?
Never had Eggs Benedict.
It's got a sauce on it.
Yeah. I think that's why I don't want the sauce.
Yeah.
Don't they use hollandaise sauce?
Which is made with egg yolks.
Nah.
It's like eggs on eggs.
Yeah. He's in the wrong Carolina.
He's in the wrong Carolina. It sounds like a James Taylor song. He's in the wrong Carolina.
He's in the wrong Carolina.
Sweet baby James.
Yeah, James, you said you were coming.
I got home at the wrong 5 o'clock.
Yeah. I woke up at the wrong 8 o'clock. It's the weekend, man.
Best of us.
Sometimes my alarm goes off at 9 on the weekends, and I'm like, nope. Nope.
At 10 o'clock, I'm just like, it's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not starting until 10:30 today.
Well, I do 9 because I got to get up and, take my medicine. And
I was doing stuff. I just wasn't over here getting stuff ready.
Yeah.
The more I read about ADHD, the more I swear I have it. One of the things that proves it to me is it doesn't happen when people are around. So that makes me think,
Well, I've heard a lot of wise people say when it happens when you're by yourself, you're not doing it for attention. So it's real.
Yeah. Some of the things I think, oh my God, I do that. I really do that, don't I?
Look, never diagnose yourself from the internet, but I swear there's been a lot of eye-opening things for me on TikTok. Like, oh,
yeah,
I do that.
I do that.
And a lot of that explains so much, but you don't know these things if people around you aren't talking about it. And if you're not around those kind of people.
Or if nobody points it out to you that you do it, even.
Right. But then you hear people talk about it and you're like, oh. I mean, there's a lot of things I see that don't relate to me, and I don't try to, there's a lot of things I see. I'm like, oh, that explains so much.
Yeah, Jelly Bean, I was raised with if you're on time, you're late mentality. So I'm early for everything usually.
I'm usually early.
I remember once I went to one of my jobs and I didn't get there until like 15 minutes till my shift, and people were freaking out. Like there was something wrong. Like I had gotten a car accident or something, because I'm always at least a half hour early.
I sit in my car for about half an hour before I go into work, because I gotta just relax. I gotta
get into that mindset.
Time. Yeah.
Usually there are a few things I need to do, like when the coffee houses, usually I have to put on my tie, or just get into that mode. Drink a cup of coffee before I actually step out onto the floor to deal with people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people.
I try to be fashionably late sometimes for social stuff, but it's not me.
I know, it's weird. That's weird. That whole sociably, no, it's weird.
If you tell me this time, then
that's when I'm showing up.
Yeah.
And when people show up late, for me, that drives me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really?
Just leaving me hanging.
What? My mom used to be so punctual, and then she retired. So now I lie to her. I'm like, I need you here a half hour before I need you here.
Uh-huh.
Because
my dad used to do that, and it would drive me crazy because I wasn't the one who was late. So he always made me be early so that my mom and my sister would be on time.
Yep.
So we just sit there and stare at each other.
Yep.
And wait.
Got very boring. Nerf blat.
Nerf herder.
Who's scruffy looking?
Who's scruffy looking?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a planner too, Jellybean. I plan, like, when we used to actually run errands, because we don't really do that much anymore, because everything gets just sent here. It's so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
But I would plan out going to, like, the stops going to and coming back home, so that we do a circuit and not...
Right.
Because I can't stand that back and forth shit. I ran errands with somebody once who did that, and I'm like, I can't deal with this.
No.
We've passed this street 7 times. This is not necessary. You're using way more gas than you need to in all my time.
And all my energy for peopling. There's a limited amount of peopling energy, okay?
Yeah. I can only do so much.
Like, at this point, you're just holding me hostage, and I don't appreciate it.
You don't understand. Work smarter, not harder. And plus, usually when we did do a day of errands, we had to get everything in. So one of the few people I can run errands with is hubby. I can't do it with my mother. Because she does this thing where it's like, oh, while we're out.
Mm-hmm.
This means we're hitting 3 more stores. This thing that was going to take us a couple hours has now become a day trip.
Oh, look, this is on sale. I need more. No, you don't.
Or, while we're out, let's stop here because they might have blank, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
While we're out, let's go 2 towns south of here because they have a better thrift store.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then I end up eating something in the car that I didn't want to eat for dinner in the first place. And it's already dark by the time I get home. Oh my God, I hate those outings. Talk about being held captive. Hate it.
Exactly, Jellybean. I can hang in there for a little bit, Chrissy, but not long.
Yeah. Well, I I bought a cooler. Actually, I think this is our second one, and we actually need a new one. It fits in the back of the van, like, perfectly, and it's like one of those 7-day coolers. So you can put anything in it, it's not going to melt. Not during the day, anyway.
We used to actually, I worked in a grocery store that was our main draw for most people was our meat, because they were big packages, they were a good price, they were good meat. And we would get a lot of people that would buy stuff and come back a few hours later and say, oh, this was bad when I bought it. No, it wasn't. It's Florida, and you left it in your trunk for hours.
Right.
They would get so mad we wouldn't give them a refund. How was that our fault? Why should we lose money because you're an idiot?
Well, I did actually. Publix, actually, I bought home pork chops, and they were bad. I opened them up, and they were terribly bad. And they said something that I said, no, I have a cooler. You can come out and see my cooler. It's packed full of ice still. Yeah. And that's what it came home with me in. And they refunded me. I said, this has never happened before to me.
Right.
I'm sure probably somebody mislabeled it.
Well, if it's one pack out of, 5 that you bought,
yeah,
sure. If it's 15 packs out of 15 that you bought.
Yeah, that's different. But I was so shocked I'd never gotten bad meat before. I actually didn't know what to do. I called my mom. She's like, just return it. And I'm like, oh. Because I've never had to in my entire life,
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s, and all of a sudden I'm like, what? We return meat? What? I don't want to be at the store. That's another thing.
Yeah. My daughter was always really good in the store because from a very young age, I never rewarded her with candy at the checkout. It was always a banana.
Right.
So, most kids, they get to the checkout and they start screaming and crying, and she didn't do that. Because her treat was a banana, and she was perfectly happy with that. One time when she was like 2, I forgot her banana, and she had a meltdown after we checked out. But that was one time, and it was over a banana. I'm okay with
a meltdown over a banana.
But candy, no.
Well, for the longest time, mine were really good, but mostly they were like in carts, or I didn't have to. But then my daughter, she decided she's going to fill the cart for me.
Of course.
With stuff she wouldn't even eat if I brought it home.
But it's fun to pick it up and drop it in the cart.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, put it back. Put it back.
Oh, I did. I did go back and get her a banana. Because that was our deal. When we go to the store, you get a banana.
Yeah.
They're cheap. They're healthy.
It's good to have one once a day. Keeps the cramps away.
Potassium.
All my kids eat them.
I got the worst. When I was pregnant with her, I would get the worst leg cramps every morning. Every morning. Awful, awful, awful leg cramps.
I got these ones across my ribs. I still don't understand how that works. Those hurt, and there's no way to stretch them out. None. I've tried everything. Like basically hanging from my hands from the door jamb to trying to pretzel myself in different directions.
It wasn't necessarily a reward. It wasn't, be good and I'll get you a banana. She just
always got a banana.
Yeah. More like a tradition. Ritual. Yeah.
Big stretches. Ooh.
She was a good kid anyway. She really didn't give me much trouble ever.
I remember once my brother had a fit. It was like the one time he had a fit in the store. And my mom threw money in my hand, coupons, like a fistful of coupons and money in my hand. I couldn't have been more than 9 years old. And said, I'll meet you at the car. And I looked at the cashier like, oh shit. She was very sweet.
Well, then you would get the parents that would send their kids into the store knowing they don't have enough money. That was never fun.
They just think that you'd give it to the kid because it was a kid.
Mhm.
People are sick.
Yep. My mom would just leave me in the car. I'll be right back. 45 minutes later.
Did you read a lot? I read a lot. This is where I have a book everywhere I go came from, I think.
Yeah.
Or I got to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to stay in the car.
Yeah.
You know, I got to
Hoping that
point.
would speed it up, right? No.
Or something.
Never did.
No. Still to this day. We were, I don't know. We never got the don't ask for anything, or anything like that. But we had this understanding we didn't ask for anything.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from or how that worked. But
same. My dad, when I would go shopping with my dad, like he hates shopping. He's an in and out kind of guy. So we'd walk in the store, be like, you go get what you need. I'll go get what I need. You have 5 minutes. We'll meet back here. And I did it.
The first time I took my father basically my brother and I moved in my senior year in high school with my dad so I could finish up school at my school. And I went to the grocery store with my dad and he's like putting all name brands in the cart and I'm like, no. You have 2 kids to feed and one of them's a football player. This is not going to work.
Mm-mm.
What's my budget? And he was like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, you actually have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch how this works. So I ended up cooking that whole year, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But he was like putting Hunt's tomato sauce, and I'm like, no. That's tomato sauce. You just get the off-brand, whatever's cheap.
Jimmy, go do it right now.
Oh yeah, go get your meds. I have to get mine, but I still have a week's worth before I have to get them, so probably get them.
See, I knew I was worried for a reason.
We were worried. We love you.
I could feel a disturbance in the force.
Yeah. I had this weird fear of the wooden spoon. I don't ever remember it laying upon me at any point, but I would hear that drawer shake and hut too. I don't know how Mom did it, but she did.
Well, it's almost 11 for you, so that's good.
10 more minutes, 12 more minutes.
I didn't have to worry about a wooden spoon. What we did get threatened with was if we had loose teeth, Grandpa always said he was going to get the red-handled pliers. And my sister, we happened to be at my grandparents' farm one summer, and my sister had a loose tooth, and he said he was going to get the red-handled pliers, and she runs screaming from the dinner table into the bathroom saying, "No, not the pliers!" She's like, I'll do it, I'll get it.
Oh, you just
You
wanted
didn't
to
let your
pull
loose
it
tooth.
out.
You didn't let your loose tooth be known to him. He'll get those pliers and yank it out.
Within reason, of course. Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
If the kids want something and it's within reason, yeah. My kids usually want something like a bag of chips, so.
I was bad. My mother had a lot of guilt, and the thought process wasn't there for me as a kid.
Right.
To know why she would do it. Now that I'm older, I get it. But when I would visit her, my brother would always, he lived with her. I lived with my dad. And my brother would be like, hey, you should ask her if we can go to Blockbuster, or you should ask her if we can go to this, or you should ask her. It always made me ask her. And I didn't realize, like, why does it make a difference who asks her? But she would say yes out of guilt. I know that now. But anytime we'd go to a store and I'd be like, oh, that's cute, she would get it for me. That's not a good way. No, that wasn't good. And I didn't really think much of it as a kid. Like, oh, cool, I'm getting something, you know?
Yeah.
But it was guilt. She felt guilty, so she was trying to buy me.
Mm-hmm. Well, my kids are pretty simple. My oldest thinks anytime we go out, he should get French fries. So that one's easy.
Yeah, my little brother. For fries? For fries?
Yep.
Oh God, he'll be 21 in a few days.
It's weird, I know.
Yeah, he's not trying to buy you jelly bean. He already has you.
Nah, he just wants to spoil you. Yeah, there's a difference. It's like my hubby's like, he just wants me to be happy, and he wants to be able to give me anything. And I tell him that that's not. That
He doesn't
it's
need
okay.
things, just you.
Yep.
I may want things, but I don't need them.
Or sometimes I just think things are neat. I don't necessarily need them or want them. I just like,
right.
That's neat.
Yeah, when I'm out with someone, I have to stipulate that when I see something and let them know. I maybe that's because of what my mom did. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I'll see something, I'll be like, oh, that's cute. I would never use it, but that's cute.
Yeah.
I always have to throw that in there. I would never use it.
I never use it.
Maybe that's why I do that.
Or probably I do it in front of my mom a lot because I don't want her to buy it.
Right. Because,
well, she buys stuff I don't need. I told you about the thrift store shoes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. But tell everybody.
So my mom buys me these shoes and drops them off, and I'm like, oh, did I leave these at your house? I thought I gave them to the thrift store. She goes, I bought them from the thrift store. I said, Mom, you bought me shoes that I put
donated
in the thrift store. We don't need to be doing that.
No.
Jimmy Christmas.
I mean, she tried.
Yeah. But she gets tchotchkes from me all the time. The clutter is real.
Yeah.
Like, no more tchotchkes. No. Or at least give me a choice.
I got a call the other day. These fuzzy socks are on sale. They'll keep your feet warm. I don't want my feet warm. But they're on
my
sale.
My feet were actually cold last night.
And
I was shocked. She still got them.
Yeah. And they're lavender scented, and I hate lavender.
They're scented? The socks are scented?
Yes.
Okay, that's just weird.
They're lavender infused for soothing relaxation or something.
Oh, that's so weird.
It is.
That's weird.
I was like, these are scented. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, smell it.
You're like, ew. Boo, boo. So tonight we have Bitches with Switches. Mario Kart. When does the new rollout come out?
March. Like the middle of March, I think.
Middle of March?
I think like the 13th. They're doing it in waves.
Oh, I hate it when they do that.
They are, because I think it's December before they'll all be released.
Jeez.
They're doing like 6 or 8 at a time or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. We'll have fun.
The way of the world.
With it anyway.
So, and
they're doing it for your birthday.
Tuesday's the 1st, right? So, yeah. On the 1st, I got to do my budgeting and see if I have money for Splatoon 2.
Yeah, I won't be getting that yet.
Jelly Bean has it. I know Jelly Bean has it.
Tiny Mel has it.
Tiny Mill has it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to play it a bit before we take over the world with it. Anyway, but might be an extra Friday night thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was trying to think of where we could put it if we did
I
all get it.
know. I know.
So I'm thinking Friday night. That might be a good Friday night thing. Especially since we don't have other commitments on Friday night anymore. Really. They're doing it for your birthday? You did not get the cupcakes when he was in Waco. What cupcakes? I missed something. What cupcakes, Jelly Bean?
Be right back.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
I'm back.
You're back. I missed you so much. I didn't know what to do
know.
with myself.
I missed you too.
It was rough. Oh, that's right. I remember the cupcake place you used to work at. I remember now. Took me a minute. I caught up though. I feel much better now. Yep.
We have a location here from somebody that was on Cupcake Wars.
We have this place called Ladybug Cakes, and I've never had their cupcakes, but they're like local gone huge kind of thing. And I believe she was on that too.
Aw, Jelly Bean.
I'm good with Publix cupcakes. I like them.
There's a new. I went somewhere yesterday, and and I saw there's a new bagel shop. I'm like, oh, an actual bagel shop. We very, very much do not have those here.
We used to have Einstein Brothers around here, which is
I think
good.
we used to,
but I don't know where they all went. They like all disappeared. We still have one we still have a mom and pop bagel place on the beach, and they're good. It's just it's the only one.
Yeah,
it's kind of out of the way.
Yeah, we used to have one not far from here, but it's been gone for like 20
I love
years.
lemon chiffon cake. It's not something you find very often because it's a pain in the ass to make. I want to find the bakery in Tampa Bay that used to deliver to my coffee house in Orlando. They have the best carrot cake I've ever had, and I'm really picky when it comes to carrot cake. And it was so good. And the best tiramisu ever. Ever. Oh my God. Every time I have tiramisu anywhere else, I'm like, I'm just disappointed.
There's a place out near Tallahassee. It's in Perry. Real small town. But it's a bakery, and they make all their own stuff fresh every morning. And oh my God, their glazed donuts.
This place made cookies, cakes, and bagels for my shops. And then when I started doing sandwiches, they made French baguettes. And it would all come fresh at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So they must have started baking at like 9 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
Because they had travel time from Tampa to Orlando too. Oh my God. But you don't need cake.
Well, Jelly Bean, cupcakes are really just small cakes.
And if you lick off the frosting, they become muffins. I love triple berry muffins, but nobody makes good ones anymore. Like,
Yeah.
Publix doesn't even make good muffins anymore. They used to. Now they have blueberry ones and they're just not good. I don't
Yeah.
think they make them there. I think they're frozen. Fat Elvis muffins. Is that peanut butter and banana? It's the only thing
That
I can
sounds
think of
really good.
for an Elvis.
Stop
I've done
making
that
me
before.
hungry. I can't have these things.
These
well, I shouldn't
things.
have these things.
I'm hungry. I had cereal so I could have my pills, but now I'm hungry.
I had eggs
It's lunchtime.
and sausage.
Eggs and sausage. I can't eat eggs. It makes me
I
stop
know.
breathing.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
I don't like it when you stop breathing.
I hate that. It is my least favorite. All right. So, I'll see you tonight for Mario Kart.
Ooh, that sounds good, Jellybean. Mario Kart! Come for the fun, stay for the violence.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, cinnamon dust on top, and granola. Ooh, tacos sound good. All right, so we'll see you all tonight. Remember, we're all made up of the stuff of stars that makes us extraordinary creatures. So find your spark, ignite your passion, make your dreams come true. I believe in each and every one of you. If you ever need me, I'm just a DM away.
Yeah, because people make time for what's important to them, and you're important.
That's right. All right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It's by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change. The extra espresso shot to change the things I can. And one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.